Hey, Mr. Vinson here with step 16, checkpoint number 16. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be looking at our Sketchup cell project, and specifically, we're going to be adding some text so that we know what each part represents. This is especially important because this is a science model. We need to show as accurately as we can what it is we're doing. And as a reminder, slide 9 had a nice little diagram here of a couple very basic cells. There was an animal cell and a plant cell that you could choose from for this assignment. Your choice. If you were an advanced student, so you've done my class before, this is your second year in engineering design, or you have SketchUp skills, or you're just awesome, you're more than welcome to choose a specialized cell. So if this is your second year, you're required to do that. But if you want to do that, you can. And so we looked at a rod, which is in the eye, and we kind of looked at that as being our option for our specialized cell. Entirely up to you what specialized cell you do, but it should be kind of a complicated one to show off your 3D design skills. Plant cells, what we did in this diagram, and it wasn't perfectly rectangular. We just used a freeform tool to get where we are at, which is something like this. I haven't finished coloring it yet. I'm sorry, you need to finish coloring yours before you take that next snip. Going back, we are at step number 16, and I assure you step number 16 is not the most complicated part. We're adding text, but we're not using the freeform tool. We're not trying to show off our handwriting, which may or may not be awesome. We're not trying to do that. Instead, we're using a tool called the text tool. And the text tool is third from the bottom, third from the top. And let me show you what I mean by that. Right here, third from the bottom is a tape measure. Click that. Third from the top is the text tool. And I recommend you really focus on spelling. My degree is in biology, and so I know how these words are all spelled, so make sure you get them right. What you do is you click, come up, and it's going to give you a number in that box. You can just go ahead and remove that number and go back and see what that piece was. And so that big open spot in the middle of a cell, what is that? It's the vacuole, right? And so you're just going to come back here, V-A-C-U-O-L-E, V-A-C-U-O-L-E, and go ahead and spell that. Vacuole, right? And you're going to label everything. Pretty straightforward. Do we have a ribosome? Let's see. There it is. Click on the item, drag up, delete the text, add it in, right? Now, you're going to go through and do that for all of these. The really cool thing about these text boxes that you're putting in is as you rotate, they rotate with you. So even if you zoom in, it's always facing you. And that's going to be especially important for our last part where we're going to make this into a presentation using scenes. Okay, so you're going to need to be able to follow along with that. Add in all these parts. The ones you should have are all of these, or all of these, or if you did that rod cell in your eye, all of them that are labeled on the diagram that you're using. Okay, if you have any trouble, look back at this slide, click that Start Conversation button next to the slide you're having trouble in, and either myself or one of your fellow classmates will help you out. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.